Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Happy Year of the Dragon. 2024 is the Year of the Dragon. If you follow the Zodiac, Year of the Dragon can mean great turbulence or great strength and progress. But dragon is a strong, volatile, mythical animal. And I think that's actually probably going to represent 2024 very well because of what's going on in the world, the Middle East, Russia and Ukraine, the 2024 presidential elections. The Year of the Dragon truly represents what 2024 is likely going to be. We can expect a lot of turbulence. And as usual, I'm here to give you a market update of what happened in entire LA County. Before we get started, I want to point out, if you are a business owner, you've probably heard of the SBA loan, and I don't know what your situation with it is, whether you've had a bad experience, good experience, but not every lender is the same. I work with some powerful lenders. If you need any loans, SBA loans for your business, up to $5 million, SBA, 7A, I have a wonderful lender. When they write you an LOI, they commit to those terms. They don't go halfway into the deal and start changing the terms. And they can fund very quickly, very efficient, and they can close in as little as 30 days. So if you are a business owner, you are strapped for cash, or you want to grow your real estate portfolio, as you can see throughout these market updates every single month, where the numbers are, and you feel this is the right time for you to take action, let me know. Let me connect you with my lender, my preferred lender for SBA loans. You know how to get a hold of me. Anyway, let's get started. Office space, we're looking at $3.46 per square foot per month. I want to point out, I used to go per year. I am going to start going per month now. Next, we're going to go over year rent growth. We're looking at negative 0.4%. Less than 1%, but negative 0.4. Cap rate, we're looking at 6.7%. Vacancy factor, we're looking at 15.6%. Next, we're going to look at sale price on average per square foot. We're looking at $383 per square foot for sale on average. Next, we're going to look at industrial. We're looking at $1.59 per square foot per month for rent, and annual rent growth of 3%. So there's annual rent growth here. In fact, industrial, I'll point it out now, is the highest of all the sectors that I'm going to go over. In fact, previously office space, that is only one that went down. Everything else went up despite it being minutely. Cap rate, we're looking at 4.8% for industrial. Vacancy rate, we're looking at 4.6%. And then a sale price per square foot, on average, $325 per square foot for sale. Next, we're going to look at retail. I know Christmas just ended. Everyone loves to go shopping. And you've probably seen all the traffic at the mall, right? No, you probably did some online shopping, right? Anyway, we're looking at $3.03 per square foot per month for rent on average. Annual rent growth of 1.3%. Cap rate at 5.3%. And then the vacancy factor at 5.2%. Sale price per square foot on average, we're looking at $429. Next, we're going to look at multifamily. On average, we're looking at $2,223 for rent per door on average. Annual rent growth, we're looking at a minute 0.1%. That's 0.1%. I would say there's really no rent growth right there. It's really minute, and I'm definitely seeing that myself. I manage a lot of properties. I'm seeing that there's only so much more we can stretch the rents. And really, honestly, the pool of tenants that we're seeing really, it's just people that have bad situations with the prior landlord. And we're just cycling, I don't want to say bad tenants, not the most ideal tenants, and we're just shuffling them around. And I was trying to think of the most politically correct word, but I think we know what we're saying. They're not the best tenants, and we're just shuffling them around. And really, I'm seeing a lot of people right now vacating units. And I have to ask them, hey, why are you leaving? You know what they tell me? They tell me it's because they are going to move in with the parents or move in with other family members to save some money. So what we're seeing a lot of is multi-generation households coming together where you're having a mom and dad, grandpa. In fact, realistically, a lot of Asian countries, a lot of Asian culture, that is a thing. If you go to other countries around the world, that is the thing. It's really only in the Western society where everyone's, hey, I'm leaving mom and dad. I'm going to go far away, get my own place. And I think that trend is going to start to revert. because people need to save money. People are coming to terms with reality. And I definitely see that all across right now. And I'm not saying that's the end of multifamily. I think there's still a lot of strength there, but I'm just pointing out one of the minor cracks. But overall, anytime you put up a property for rent, we have mass number of applications. Anyway, I digress. Let me get back on track. Let's move on. Cap rate, we're looking at 4.6% for multifamily. Vacancy factor at 5%. That has to do with what I just mentioned a moment ago. A lot of people moving out, and then we have to find new tenants. So that contributes to that 5% vacancy factor, but it is still pretty low compared to office space and still lower than retail because there's still a lot of demand for housing. Supposedly, we have a housing crisis, and I say supposedly. Next, we're going to go over sale price per unit on average. On average, we're looking at $366,000 per unit for multifamily. That's it for today. Thank you for joining me for the first market update in 2024, where we go over what happened in December 2023, our most recently available data. Again, I want to bring up, if you own a business and you want to acquire some real estate, come talk to me. Let me set you up with my preferred lender so he can help you out with the SBA loan. Again, great processing time, can close as fast as 30 days. Imagine that, up to $5 million in value in 30 days. And sticking to terms that they offer you with LOI, they're not going to judge you. They're not snobby and only work with doctors, lawyers, top-notch professionals. If you have a business, they'll look at your deal. You're strong. They don't care what industry you're in. They're going to work with all credit, and they're going to focus mainly on the strength of the deal. And I want to point out, I'm actually going to go over that every single time when I do a market update now, because I realize I'm going over all these numbers, but I'm not going over with you how you can acquire these properties, even if you don't have the money in your pocket this very moment, because there's a lot of financing options that you may not know about. So reach out to me. I would love to help you and connect you to my preferred lender. Anyway, take care. Let's have a great, wonderful 2024, and let's make it through together.